This is the Reigate College Further Maths Year 1 Core Pure Booklet 1 Radians and Circular Measure. If you're studying the Further Maths AS course in the upper sixth, you will have already met circular measure and radians. If you're in the lower sixth, you won't have met this yet, and you need to study this before you can understand Argand diagrams. So angles can be measured in different ways. They can be measured in degrees, which you're familiar with, but they can also be measured in radians. It's just a different unit of measure. And the way radians works is if you draw a circle, the radius of r, and you mark out a radius of r on the arc of the circle, then this angle here is 1 radian. A radian is given a little c as its measure, and that's 1 radian there. Now, if you think that the full circumference of a circle is 2 pi r, so 2 pi r distance on the outside is 2 pi lots of this angle. So 2 pi r on the outside of the circle is going to give you an angle of 2 pi radians for a full circle. So from this we get that 360 degrees is 2 pi radians, or pi radians is 180 degrees. And this is the fact that you need to use in order to convert between the two different types of angles. So if we start filling this in here, 360 degrees we've already seen is 2 pi radians. 180 degrees is pi radians. 60 degrees is pi over 3 radians. 45 degrees is pi over 4, or pi by 4 we sometimes say. 120 degrees, that's 2 lots of this angle here, so that's 2 pi by 3. 720 degrees, that's 2 lots of 360, so that's going to be 4 pi radians. Going back the other way, we've got these degrees in radians and we want to convert them into degrees. So pi by 6, remember that pi is 180, so pi by 6 is 30 degrees. Pi by 2 is 90 degrees. Pi by 5, that's going to be 36 degrees. 3 pi by 4, 3 pi by 4 is 135 degrees, and 3 pi, that's going to be 360 plus 180, so that's 540 degrees. If you're asked to work out sine, cos and tan of angles like this, you can turn your calculator into the radians mode and simply put it into your calculator, or you can think of the conversions that you already know. So we know that pi by 6 is 30 degrees, so cos of 30 degrees is root 3 over 2. But you can always use your calculator for these. This is the same as sine of 90. Sine of 90 is 1. Tan of pi by 5, so that's the same as tan of 36 degrees, but put it into your calculator as tan of pi by 5. That's not a particularly known value. When you put this into your calculator, you will get 0.727. You need to give radian angles to 3 decimal places at the very least. These ones here we're going to use inverse sine to work out what x is. So if your calculator is in radians and you use inverse sine here, you're going to get that x is equal to pi by 4. Here we're going to get x is pi by 3. These are ones you ought to know. This one here, it's not in an angle. Inverse cos of 0.2 with your calculator set in radians will give you 1.37. So you need to know the circular measure in order to understand the Argand diagram, which is what we will be moving on to in the next section of the booklet.